Tina, the Biennial of the Americas is really about this collaboration among the hemisphere. Why did you come to the Biennial of the Americas?
Well, for a start, I think Denver is an extraordinarily exciting city. I mean, to have this conference here in this town, which is this city, which is like a thrumming hub of mixed ideas and cultural influences, excites me very much. And it's a perfect place to have the summit. I actually feel that this is the great topic of our times, because we've already found that the Americas have been a kind of benign neglect on the whole region, because, for the last 10 years we've been obsessed with the Middle East, now we're obsessed with China and the rise of Asia, etc. But we're not focusing on this incredible opportunity, really, that's now coming from the Americas, where, we now have 129 million people have come online. We've had, in Brazil alone, 40 million people have been lifted out of poverty into the middle class. We have this extraordinary boom. Mexico is doing incredibly well when all we ever read about are drugs and thugs and immigration. So it seems to me a very exciting zeitgeist kind of a thing to be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Tina, as the biennial started yesterday, the question really is do you think conversations like this can really affect change in the hemisphere?
Well, I'm a huge believer in the power of convening. And one of the great things that Governor Hickenlooper has been able to do is to be that convener, in a sense, and understand what that can do. Because there's nothing like live conversations, cross-cultural conversations, which people can listen to at length. You don't hear the kind of really smart content, frankly, that we got from our panelists, Eric Schmidt, John Malone, and Arturo Sarakan last night on TV. You're never going to be given more than a little quick soundbite. So the great joy of a live event and a live panel is that you can develop thoughts, you can develop ideas, you can develop a relationship with the audience that really makes information, pass and transact in a way that's very exciting.
Absolutely. So then the question becomes, when we heard that conversation last night with Mr. Malone and Mr. Schmidt and Mr. Sarkhan, there was a lot of conversation around this. And my question is what effect do you think the media has on that? And do you think that the media can really affect change, or do we have to change the way we do media?
Well, I definitely think the media isn't focused enough on this region, because it's a very exciting region. I mean, I spent time in Brazil this year, and I was just amazed at how exciting it was there. Mexico, as I've said, we don't only hear about crime. In fact, at this very moment, the chief of the Zeta gang was just apprehended, and once again we're hearing about the mayhem, which is horrendous. And there is a dark side, but there's also this growth, this going into the middle class, this aspiration. So I think that an event like this can really further those conversations, further that focus, the spotlight. It's going to become a very big thing, I think, for Denver, this event. I think that, this biennial, and we were discussing last night, actually, with the governor's group, maybe on the off year of the biennial, it should be done in the Americas, because then each time you're rolling up the conversation and the people and the ideas and the proliferation of the ideas, which is critical, I think. Media is very, very important. And of course, we have such access now to so many different ways to communicate, be it Twitter or, social media like Facebook, or, just simply going online and using mobile. And the Americas, they're going straight to mobile. They're not even, they're bypassing laptops and landlines and all this. So, that innovation is critical, and I think that media plays an enormous role, yes.
Well, Tina, thank you so much. Are there any other thoughts on the biennial that you have?
Just that I think it's a wonderful event. I really urge everyone to come to the clinicas, to actually take part in the panels, watch the events. This is a great opportunity for the city to hear these conversations, and you should all avail yourself of it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Tina. And this is Mazotti at the Biennial of the Americas 2013.